let's maybe just talk about the recovery. I know it's been a long time, and then you re-aggravated it in practice. Just maybe take us through the process and how difficult it's been to be out of the lineup.
Yeah, it's never fun to be out of the lineup, and obviously hurting it in practice is very frustrating. But I think mentally, probably the hardest part is to kind of just not be on the ice and not go on the road with the team and just the life that you're used to throughout the year. And but if there's ever a time to be hurt, my wife's pregnant right now, so I've been trying to help her out as much as I can. So I guess it's kind of a blessing in disguise.
So it's picking up additional responsibilities away from
Exactly. So I don't know which is harder for me to practice that or practice on the ice. So but it's it's just fun to be out there again.
You've been out since October 19. Does it feel like 3 months ago? Does it feel longer than that? I mean, it feels like a while.
It feels like 3 years, to be honest. So it's been a while, and it's nice to be back in just in the locker room with the guys and kind of chit chat and obviously be on the ice and competing. So just a lot of positive things right now.
Looks like you're moving well on the ice. Just maybe talk about the relief of finally getting the body to 100%. And how are you feeling out there?
I feel great. Yeah. Practices with the team are always a bit different than practicing with just me and Marshy out there, or a couple other guys that have been injured. So luckily we have a couple practices before Tuesday, and hopefully they'll be on the lineup on Tuesday.
You looked pretty upset when you hurt yourself in the practice there because it was a nothing play.
Yeah, I think it was literally the last play of the practice too, and it's like you said, a nothing play.
On the ice, or what did you do?
Yeah, I think my leg got caught in the ice again, and I kind of twisted it, and yeah, I mean, obviously I saw the video afterwards, and I felt bad for my reaction, but that's just it kind of came out with the frustration and disappointment. Obviously, being that close to coming back to the lineup and then getting set back to square one is hard. So obviously I regret doing that, but it's just how I felt on the inside.
You're a competitor. Why would you just skate off?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe a drama queen too, a little bit based off that video. But that was just my initial reaction.
The original injury, did you think it was that big a deal in Detroit? Or did you know right away it was?
I mean, I skated off the ice and then I sat on the bench, and then I felt like something wasn't right, but I didn't feel like it was quite that bad. But with stuff like that, it's usually the next day where you start to feel it a bit more. So when I woke up, I knew something wasn't right, and that was the kind of the feeling I got again when I heard it in practice. So like I said, just kind of that feeling going back to square one, and the emotional, the psychological part of being hurt is I think the hardest part. Not the skating by yourself and being in the gym. That part's pretty easy peasy compared to that. So but now I'm happy. I'm out there, so I can't complain.
They throw you right on with Leon, so you're not exactly breaking in slowly.
Yeah, I mean, well.
You're expected, of course, to score next game.
Well, I hope I won't let you down.
Kasperi, adversity is a great teacher. Just if you can get personal with it, like what did you learn about yourself throughout this whole process? Because I know how frustrating it can be, but you do tend to learn a lot about yourself in these situations.
Yeah, and it's just trying to stay patient and trying to be somewhat okay with the situation. The body does take time needs time to heal. So just trying to be patient and trying to be positive. I feel like I've gotten to some pretty dark places. Some days throughout the injury where. Just coming to the rink and kind of going through the motion and knowing that you're not even close to coming back is hard. But I think going through adversity like this is just makes people stronger, and it made me stronger. So hopefully the leg will be good for Tuesday, and hopefully it'll just come back stronger.
The team obviously needs some more scoring. When watching the games, Connor's lighting it up, and Leon stuff. You figure that not pressure on you, but sometimes the bottom six guys and yourself got to start scoring some goals in this team to help out there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a lot of our game is based around Leon and Connor and those first and second line and the power play, obviously. And I think the bottom six at times has been playing well and has producing, and sometimes it's hard. Hockey's hard, and that's for every team. That's every team's bottom six. It's hard to score goals sometimes. So I think once we get that going, and listen, it's not like I'm the answer to all the problems, but obviously I'm going to try to bring a lot of excitement and energy and physicality, and if I score a goal or two while doing that, then that's just bonus.
Was the most excited you've been when you scored the goal against Vegas in the overtime there?
It's up there for sure.
ballpark for your first goal or stuff like that?
Yeah, it's up there. Obviously, I think I talked about this earlier. I never made it past the first round ever. So being in that second round, and then obviously going into the third round for the conference finals, scoring that goal is something that I'll never forget. And it's a nice little memory, and hopefully keep scoring goals like that in the future.